Hey guys, I'm sorry for my so-called disappearance, but I promised you I didn't actually disappear. I just forgot to post and I did not realize how much time had passed by. And Derposaurus, if you watch me play Roblox, it's pretty obvious I am Creatures of Sonoria addicted, and I just read your bio. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. This is a shout out for you supporting me so long, for supporting me on almost every creepypasta or entity video I make, and I'm always waiting to see your comment, and I get so happy when I see your username pop up in my comment section. Thank you so much. I wish I could play with you someday again. Maybe we can do feather family hunting. But the problem is, False Chicken nor any of the other creepypastas have been very active for some reason. It almost feels like they've left or something. They probably got banned. Or it's probably because I haven't summoned them in a while, and maybe we can do that together. But anyways, here, I will start. So, if you guys haven't watched my other video, I recommend you do that right now before you keep going with this one. Here it is. But this is basically or practically a part 2 or update. I'd rather say more of an update because this is way too quick for this to be a part 2. But I still hear those hawk sounds even when I'm playing in single player mode on Wildcraft, playing with just my cheetah family, and I literally spent a very long time just trying to catch these on camera. But it never seems to work and I never get any luck from it, but I literally promise I am not lying. This is like the second time I've had to voice over this, so please believe me, even if I don't sound like it. It's gotten pretty bad now. It's gotten even worse, actually. Because if you watch later on into the video, you will understand why. But I'm not going to start there yet. I'll have to wait until those 2 specific parts pass by, after a little bit of explanation. Oh wait, I think it starts right here in the background. So after I was hunting a bit of 2 lambs, finally I had caught something scary on camera. A horse spawned right there in the most scariest spot ever imaginable on Wildcraft. I was shocked and surprised by this. I mean, I get it, it's completely normal, but why would it spawn right there instead of anywhere else? So that really made me have the horrible idea to come over there and kill it. Because, not in a bad way, don't make anything weird or gory, guys. It's Wildcraft. Anyways, when I was recording this, I was at school, by the way, and I lost my internet, so I can't really, edit that good either. Also, even if I had internet. But, later on in this video, probably at the near end, I will start to talk about the husky things. These creepy husky pets. If you haven't watched the very end of the last video too, I recommend you go do that now, about Winnie's part about the husky who corrupted her and many other people. Because recently I found someone with a story really similar to that, but it wasn't just Wildcraft, I'm sorry. It was their whole entire old phone, which is shocking. I don't know why they would tell me something like this, but thanks to my name, it has brought nostalgia to many people across Roblox and other games, because my name used to be Widow X Wildcraft Fan, and many people would share their stories of Wildcraft or either be extremely excited when they saw my name. But back to the horse. This horse was starting to act strange still. Then it went back to normal, just like that, acting all normal and neutral like a normal horse would. But I didn't fall for that act and knew something was definitely wrong with my Wildcraft game, or world. Why do strange things keep on happening in this specific world? Well, map. So after a bit of thinking, by the way, I was also getting out of school, so I'm sorry for the long pauses and stuff of my character just standing there and stuff. I was also keeping a good eye on it while I couldn't do much because I was still getting out of school. Then I went over to attack it. Jeez, okay, maybe I did, take too long. I'm sorry about that. Here, I'll speed this up. There, finally. Sorry about that, but there, after I killed it, a horse far in the dark distance spawned again. And then here is a video taken from this morning, from where I was on the bus. My internet was not working, so that could also be why I was not able to move and I couldn't see my character at all. And I even took a picture of it, and not just a video. But now I will start talking about the Husky stories, the Husky Wildcraft pet stories. Also, ignore my background because I have an annoying ass sibling. And if you have siblings, you will definitely relate to me. I'm so sorry about him. But anyways, my name is probably still Widow X Wildcraft Fan. I don't really feel like checking right now. But now I will actually start, and I mean it this time. So, one day, I was playing Horse World with these two random strangers I do not know. Online friends, I'd say. They were pretty nice, and, well, we didn't talk much until he mentioned my name. Let's call him Noah. Noah, I don't really remember his name, but that's just the name I made up for him. Noah said, "Oh hey, I used to play Wildcraft too. Your name brings me nostalgia because it does that to everyone." And I said, "Ooh, nice." Then he started talking about how he was probably on a good level. I don't really remember much, but I did also text Winnie some of this too. Then he said that he had a pet husky because he told me after downloading it, his old phone turned off and then never came back on. I asked him if he had a pet husky for that reason. He said, yeah, but it was pretty normal and I did not equip it much, even though I was asking him if anything was off about it, like black eyes or weird sounds or slightly increasing in size or something like that, you know, to match Winnie's description. But anyways, he kept on telling me no until I told him my friend Winnie's story. Of course, almost all of you know her if you've been watching my videos for a while now. Then he said, "Oh yeah, I did have a husky like that. My husky's eyes were big, black, and round." And I said, "Oh my god, why didn't you tell me this?" He said, other than that, it acted pretty normal, but it was still pretty huge for its size. But it did, it was all normal, but it did turn my old phone off, and it never came back on after playing with that husky. And I was shocked. I didn't know what to say, but I told him and explained to him why I was asking him all of this and why I needed to know. But I'm done with the husky stories, but this might be a little bit, like, of a story, I'm not sure. But if you look closely into the video, I obviously equipped the husky pet and started saying weird things in the chat if you weren't reading my secret messages. I purposely did that to see if anyone really pays really close attention to my videos. But, why do I keep saying but? I'm sorry. Anyways, after I equipped it, I had to leave the game and stop recording instantly as soon as I had to go AFK because my mom had to make me do chores. As soon as I came back on, I still had the husky equipped and I forgot to unequip it. And during the recording while I was AFK, something weird could have possibly happened. And I might check out, I might see what happened while I was AFK to see if I caught anything creepy or all. Later on, but not really right now because, that would take a pretty long time. I was AFK for at least 20 minutes. No, 10 minutes. Anyways, as soon as I left and rejoined back, I was in the main menu, right? Before I could even join a map, my game was, my iPad was starting to crash my game. It was really laggy and it felt like I had a lot of storage stuck in there or something. All because my husky was there and it's never done that to me. It's never done that to me before. Wildcraft usually does not contain that much data nor storage. But now I must end this video and leave it here. I'll keep you guys updated each and every time I get just a little bit of tiny info or proof from it. But the good thing is, right before you click off of this video, I am planning to try to do a sort of investigation on why huskies are so creepy, powerful, almost as powerful as false chicken. Not as smart though in my opinion. But goodbye guys, and this time I actually mean it.